Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to continue working on part 4 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to create the entertainment system here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add something right here as well so that we have this living area completed. So I'm just gonna move the furniture on the left side, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag this section and then we're going to flip it so that we don't need to keep on adding sections anymore, and we could just start from here as well. So I'm gonna double click here, and as you can see, we just need to move this so that we have enough space for us to see everything right here. And also what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to level 1, and I'm gonna push this so that we don't see anything from this side. So as you can see, everything is good. I'm not seeing all the cut version of the sofa and then the coffee table so that we could see everything nicely. So I'm gonna start off by going to architecture, click on component, model in place, and then of course generic model. Click OK, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create an extrusion. I'm gonna choose this wall and I'm gonna put it at 10, and let's change this material because we already used this materials from the last video. So here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use something wood. So here I'm gonna just pull it up and then apply OK, and we're going to create a rectangle from below going to above. And similar to what we did on the last video, we want to make sure that we just put 2800 because the 200 it will be for the floor. So we want it to be floor to ceiling, not floor to floor. So at least this one, we know the limit that we're going to put, and we know the thickness of the floor that we're going to add later on. So here I'm just gonna press finish. So my idea, what I'm gonna add here is basically we will have a fireplace around here and also some shelvings on left and right side. So now we're going to create another extrusion, pick a plane, and we're gonna select this extruded wall that we just created, and then here we're going to change the material to another wood material so that we could differentiate it later on. Apply OK, and then here we're going to add, so for the extrusion maybe around 450. We can change that later on, but right now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add like this one right here, and then I want it so instead I'm going to create an extrusion here. So don't worry, I'm gonna mirror this later on, and around maybe 600 in space. And then here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do an offset of 25 going inside, so space bar going inside, and we're going to give some space at the bottom, 25 as well. So I'm going to move this something like that, And then we're going to add some shelvings right here. So copy this, CO, and then put 25 on that. After that, we're gonna maintain the spacing. Copy it again, make sure multiple is checked, and grab it from there. And then we're going to leave it like that. SL to split on both sides. I'm splitting it on one side of this one so that I don't need to trim and extend both sides. So it will make my life easy. So I'm gonna show you what I mean. So now if I'm gonna trim it, I just need to trim it at the top. So another way of making your life easy, you don't need to do a lot of trimming. So once we're done, click on finish. I want to see it. So I think 450 is good enough. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here. I'm going to create another backing for this. Extrusion, pick a plane and this wall. And we just want to maintain the same backing, and then here make it 10. Click finish, and then as you can see we have the backing for this one as well. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extrude another part on this side. I'm gonna select this, and then we're going to move it all the way to the left and right. And then here I want this one to be 450 as well, but on a different material. Another different material, another wood would be good. And then with this one, let's move it to 450 and then click apply and then click like that. And then we're going to make some extruded part right here with the same material, so that I'm going to show you what it looks like later on, so that we have some spacing right here. And then here we could put 10, and then we could just mirror this or use this instead. We need to look for, so this one is the one that is overlapping, so we can move that one there. We want to see where the midpoint is. There's the midpoint, and we just need to make some room, maybe 5 only, and then put this one to 10. So that's good enough. So we mirror that one right there. If we see it in 3D, it will look like that. So that looks nice. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna mirror this one, but we need to finish this first. And what I'm planning to do here is, let's go back to section, actually on level 1, and we need to create the same extrusion. So I'm gonna create the same material, and then here Actually, I'm gonna do this first. Extrude, pick a plane, this one, and then instead of 450, we're going to put 400. And then here, the same material as what we have here. Click finish. It will look like this, but we're going to create something here on level 1 because we're going to extrude it from here. And then we're going to create some notches there. Okay, so once we're done, we can just delete the small ones that we create and then SL, and then similar to what we did on the shelves, we're just going to click on one of the part just to save us some time, and then trim and extend. And then click on finish, and then here we're just seeing some intersection that we missed, and then go back to section. You want to extrude it so that you can see a lot better and put it like that. So in 3D, everything looks much better. And then what we need to do is we could just go to section, and then here we could just mirror this. There we go. So that is looking good. And then after that, go back to section, and what we could do is we could create the placement right here. So another extrusion, pick a plane, and then here we want it to be like that. AL, align it right here so that everything looks nice, and then we're going to add something right here, like a box as well with the glass, so that we could add in our um, fireplace. After this, what we could do is we could do 425, and then after this another extrusion, but pick this plate, and then here we need to move this. There we go. And now we could just do it like this. We could just grab this one and then put 10, or we could do 5 if we want to, so that there we go. And then SL on that side, this side, and then now trim and extend. Click finish, and if we want to see it, it will look like that. This one should be 10, 25 only. There we go. And then go back to section. Here we could just create, pick a plane, select the wall at the back, and we're gonna extrude it, but using a different material. I'm just gonna use a different wood material. Let's put it at 450. And then here, an offset of 50 going inside. And you know what? I'm going to make it maybe 500 so that it's protruding a little bit and it looks nicer. And then we're going to put the same materials at the back. Pick a plane. This one should be 10. Same material as the case. And then we're going to put a glass. So in order to put a glass, I want to add it from this side. So now another extrusion. This one, I want glass, so type in glass. This one, let's use this. And I'm going to put it right here. In terms of this one, let's put 900 so that we could see it a lot better. There we go. And we could just adjust this to the size. Now we could just click finish. Now we have something that looks like this. And if we want to see it much better, we could use realistic. And as you can see, once we have something right here, it will look really nice. So if we have a flame, we're going to add it there. And as you can see, this one is going to look really good once there. We can also put TV right here. So there's a lot of ideas that we could do in order to make this one really nice. So maybe another thing that we could add is like a stone like floor here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to level 1 again, and here I'm going to select, or I'm just gonna select this one, edit in place, because I'm already using everything like this. So I'm going to add the flooring right here, and then here we just need to change it. So change it to another stone. Maybe we could use rubble. So just to represent those stone, and click finish section. So we have all of this right here, and we're going to just I think that's good enough. If we see, we have the stone finish right there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this one up. So let's go back to section. I'm just clicking in my tab so that I want to grab that again. There we go. But I'm just going to make it very thin so that it's not visible too much on here. So click on finish once you're done, and I believe this is very good. We could also add TV there, but I'm not gonna add it. It's something that we could add some designs to later on. But right now, we finished the video. So thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.